We have to address the elephant in the room of the merfrog.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is your opinion on the merfrog?
So there have been some new releases,
Yes.
and there have also been some leaks, which is really exciting.
Yes, I've seen some and they look really good.
Yeah, and when we were first planning out this episode, there were more leaks than there are now because there have been some that have actually been released, funny enough.
Yes, exactly. And I saw them and I was like, oh no, like, we're going to try and cover them all before they get actually released, if they do get released, if they're confirmed. It was just hard to sort of catch up, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think there was like, we had 2 leaks, and one of them already came out, and it's like, well, good job there, guys. Good job.
Yeah.
So, the blueberry cow came out a
Yes.
while ago, but I want to know your opinion on it.
Yeah, when I saw it, and I think I heard it in one of the Instagram group chats with like other Build-A-Bear accounts, and I thought, oh my gosh, like this is so exciting because I really like the strawberry cow, but I think I mentioned before, like I have sort of like a bit of a dislike for the embroidered eyelashes. You know, I think you feel the same way about it, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so when I went onto the Build-A-Bear website and I had a look at it because I was like, oh, I've got to see how they've done it, and I'm so glad that they just did it like without the eyelashes. I wish they just did the strawberry cow like that, to be fair, because like I,
Yes.
I just think it looks so much better just to have the nice eyes rather than the embroidered details, you know?
Yeah, and see, my issue, so I love the blueberry cow. Okay, I love the blueberry cow.
Yeah.
My issue is that they kind of gendered the cows. The pink one has the eyelashes and it's the girl, and then they did the dress for her, and then the blue one is the boy and he has the suit that you can buy.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, and personally, I love the blueberry cow. I think the pastel blues are really pretty. My issue is that the colors for the blueberry cow all like match up. They're all beautiful. They all go in sync with each other. But the strawberry cow, it's like all the pinks and then it has blue eyes.
Yeah, first of all, like what you said about the blueberry cow is sort of gendered for a boy and then the pink one's for a girl. I feel like they could have just done both with the same bead eyes and then that
Yes.
would have worked fine because then people could choose like what they wanted for it. But also, yeah, I know what you mean about the eyes as well. Another point about the eyes is that yeah, they've chosen blue for the pink cow, which I can understand why, because it's more, I mean, we're talking about a strawberry cow, so it can't really be realistic. But I guess technically it's more realistic to have blue eyes. But I hear what you're saying. I mean, even if they did green eyes to go with the leaves of the strawberries, that would have looked a bit better, I think.
My kind of viewpoint on it is if you're gonna make the strawberry cow have like another color but pink as the eyes, so like having the blue eyes,
Mm.
then I think the blueberry cow should have had brown eyes to like show that they're both equal with their color schemes.
Yeah, they could have had different ones. I feel like I like the blue eyes on the blueberry cow because I think it sort of keeps the whole colour theme. But if they're going to do one for one, then I would hope that they'd do one for the other.
Right.
Unless they just
Right.
had like a whole bunch of the same eyes and wanted to use, they wanted to use up their stock, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to go for like the similar style, like, all the frogs have the black eyes.
Yeah.
And then you have the zombie frog that has an embroidered eye. It sticks out, you know?
Yeah, I hate. Wait, that's a strong word. I shouldn't say that. I don't know what it is. I just have such a hang up about the embroidered eyes. I just really don't like them. I don't like embroidered eyes or or things like that. The facial features is fine because obviously, how else are you going to do it? But with the eyes, I'm like, they just look so much cuter having the beads, the buttons, whatever you call them.
And funny enough, I actually just saw somebody who got the longhorn,
Mm.
and like their dog had chewed on the eyes or something. And so instead of getting new beaded eyes, they got these like really big embroidered eyes and put them on it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And like I get it because you're trying to stop the dog from eating the eyes again. So like I get that. It just wasn't my favorite. I would not do it.
Yeah, that sounds. Or I haven't seen the post, but like I can imagine it probably looked a bit scary.
Yeah, and like I appreciate the creativity. Figuring out something that will work for you, I really like that. I just personally wouldn't do it because it looked very strange to me.
Right, yeah. I guess because we know what the longhorn cow looks like as well, so seeing it with different eyes would probably be a bit strange. Like if I had my spring green frog and then stuck some different eyes, like googly eyes on it or something, then I'd probably be like, "Oh, this looks kind of weird."
Yeah, it's just one of those like familiar things. I think that's why I have like a big issue with the strawberry cow having the blue eyes because
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole when the strawberry cow came out, I thought it was like okay, but I was like I'm not going to get that because like it's not for me. And then it came out in stores and I went to the store one day with my mom and she was like, "Oh, we should get it because the blueberry cow came out." And I was like, "No. It doesn't look cute. We're not getting it."
So did you get it in the end, or did you not get it at all?
No, I got the blueberry cow, but I don't have the strawberry cow because, like, I don't like it. It looks weird.
I remember when people were talking about it on Instagram, and it became quite popular online, and I'm glad everyone else is enjoying it. But I like the pink frog because I guess it's the same thing of they just sort of changed the color and they didn't put on eyelashes because that would have
Yeah.
been strange. I just feel like it's just
Can you can
huh.
you imagine a frog with eyelashes?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just really strange to think about. Like I feel like it's unnecessary.
It's just not. My childhood Build-A-Bear growing up, she had eyelashes. And like I don't know. It's fine on some, but I don't like it when they make it like, oh, the pink one has eyelashes and the blue one doesn't because it's a boy and a girl. Like, that's so unnecessary.
Yeah, it is. It's really cringy. I don't know why they do things like that. Just let the people decide for themselves, you know? And also, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm looking at the images on the website and it looks like the eyes on the strawberry cow are closer together than the blueberry cow.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if that's just like the website pictures. I mean, I haven't seen them in person, so I can't really judge. But if anyone knows, then let us know in the comments if that's true, because
Yes. Oh my
I don't know why
gosh.
they've done that, if that is so.
Oh my gosh. That would be so weird for them to do that. Like, if that's true, that
Yeah,
would be such
it'd
a
be really
weird thing for them to
strange.
do.
Oh, so we have to address the elephant in the room of the merfrog.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is your opinion on the merfrog? Because I honestly don't know how to feel. I'm very torn on it.
Okay. So, listen. I know that the merfrog is a very controversial Build-A-Bear right now. You know, we have our Discord, and when it came out, like, it was leaked, and somebody posted pictures of it in our Discord, and I saw it, and I didn't think it was real, because from the angle how the person was holding it, it was like the tail looked really small, and I was like, that's not real. It's somebody who did it themselves. And then it came out, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because,
Um,
okay, listen. Listen, I love mermaids. I love sirens. I think they're very cool. I love drawing them.
yeah, I've seen some of your drawings. They're really good.
Thank you. Yeah, like, so I love the idea of a merfrog, like, in theory, but I feel like there are so many issues with the execution that Build-A-Bear did with this frog.
Right.
So, like, one, they have done, like, mer animals before. Like, they've done, like, a mer cat, like a mer bear. I feel like the issue with this one, if we're gonna ignore the fact that it's an aquatic animal that has been turned into a mermaid, if we're gonna ignore that for a second, look at the fact that they took a regular spring green frog, switched out the paw pad to a pink one, and they were like, yeah, that's good enough. Like, they didn't even create a new color. They were just like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then you take the fact that they put like 4 or 5 colors into that tail. So, you know, we're both artists, and you know that when you take that many different colors, it's gonna make some yucky colors when they mix.
Yeah.
So they had like the 2 different blues, and then they had a green. That by itself would look so pretty, you know? Like, that would be
Yeah.
perfect. Then they decided to add pink, which, no, bad. Why'd you do that? So You mix that pink with the green and it gets like this yucky color, and I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were going for. I mean, I guess it sort of looks like, you know, a kaleidoscope where it
Yeah.
has all of them different shapes.
Yeah.
Now, I like that, you know, that pattern is kind of cool, but for a frog, now I don't want it to seem like I'm just being mean to Build-A-Bear, because I love Build-A-Bear, right?
Right.
But I feel like if they had just kept it blue and green, that would have gone a lot more with the fur of the spring green frog. I feel like that would have just looked a lot more like it was meant to go with the green frog. But because they've added so many different random colours and they haven't changed the colour of the frog, it's just a regular frog, it sort of seems like someone has just literally chopped a frog in half and sewn a fishtail on it. And
Exactly.
I do think it's cute. I really do think it's cute. But yeah, I can't get over that thought of it just looks like it's been straight cut through the middle.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really cute. Like, there was a moment where I wanted to get it because I was like, I love mermaids. So,
Mm.
like, and I love frogs, so I want to get it. I wish they had done, you know how cute it would have been if they did a dark blue, light blue pastel swirl for the frog? Then they could have done like a pink tail. They could have done so many different things with this frog to make it better. It's the fact that they took frog we already have, the basic spring green, and then took like
Mm.
4 colors, mixed them together, put it on the tail, called it a day. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a shame. It would have been nice to just see something different, I suppose. Again, like I love the spring green frog, obviously, but we've had quite a few variations of it. And if they're going to do something different like this, I'd like to see something like even more different to actually stand out a bit more between the selection we already have.
I think it could have been really good. Just in general, like you said, like a new fur color. They could have done like something new instead of just reusing the old frog. And the funniest thing was, you know, the merfrog has a pink paw pad. I saw so many people jokingly say that they would take that paw pad and put it on their normal green frog so they could have it be different. And along with that, I saw somebody say that they were only gonna get it so then they would have the pink paw pad on a green frog.
It's such a big design choice to have the tail, and the fact that people are buying it just because they want the pink paw pad, that's really, I don't know, that makes me sad.
It makes me
Poor little
so
guy.
sad.
He didn't
Like,
mean to be different.
I
It's not his fault
know.
that his tail's that colour, man.
I know. Like, I don't know. Build-A-Bear really took a leap with doing the merfrog because
Pun
all the other frogs
intended.
we've had so far have legs. Like,
Take a leap.
they're all normal.
Sorry, that was lame.
Honestly, they took a big step and they tried and it just wasn't good. Like, it could have been good if they chose different colors.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we were saying in episode 2 we'd really like to see Build-A-Bear take more leaps with their stuff, you know, go further. I feel like they still could have gone even further with this, like changing the colour or, you know, coming up with a new scheme. I mean, if they did sort of, you know, they could have done it all blue or all pink or all purple and sort of made it a bit more themed rather than just cutting it in half and trying to do that. I guess it's got to appeal to, you know, children as well, and it's bright and sparkly and colourful, which is good, but I still think they could have hit 2 birds with 1 stone and made it appealing to, you know, children and also collectors as well.
Right. And they could have done so much better. And I think the reason that it wasn't as good is because of how fast they're releasing these frogs. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but last year, think about it. 2022, the new frogs that they released, there was the Hoppy Swirls, there was the Rainbow, there was the Zombie Frog Mini, and then there was the Christmas Frog. So that's 4. And so far this year, we're almost halfway through the year. They've released the tie-dye pink, the purple, the teal, now the merfrog. That's 4. They need to slow down. Like, I love the frogs, but when you're releasing them this fast, you're getting, you know, worse quality in some situations, and you're not thinking through your ideas. Now, I'm not trying to hate on Build-A-Bear, but if they would just slow down and take the time to, like, think more into the designs, I think it would be better.
Yeah, I honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. That is pretty much exactly how I feel as well. They're coming out so fast, and I really like the purple and the teal ones. I think those were really good colours to choose out of sort of all of the colours you could have done.
Oh, yeah.
But having the mermaid frog it was probably a rushed decision from what I can see anyway. Of course, like, if people like it, then that's great. Like, or if you like it, then that's amazing. If they'd have just waited a little bit longer, think over the plan, maybe they could have altered the waistline a bit to make it more look like a tail going up, maybe a little extra detail in somewhere just to make it a bit more like there was more thought put into it.
Yeah, and I think if they had done, like, if they had taken more time, they would have seen, hey, let's not do a spring green frog again. Like, let's make a new color.
Yeah.
But since they've been, like, rushing these out,
Yeah.
I feel like it's not as good. And with them rushing it out, I don't know if this is just me looking at things and having my personal opinion and taste of how the frogs look. But I've noticed that if you look at just the spring green frogs, from beginning of last year when I got puddles to recently I customized a green frog, I don't know how to explain it, but the face looks so different, like quality wise.
It does. On Instagram, when I sort of look through people's posts, and I've noticed that as well, the newer frogs, they seem to be a bit more. I feel like the website photos look like the older models,
Yeah.
whereas the newer ones that are being made look a little bit more, not always wonky, but they just look a bit different. They don't look like the photos on the website as much, whereas when I got Bogart, they did.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, the first or second release. But now, yeah, some of them look a little bit, don't know how to say.
Something's off about them. Like, something's off. And I don't know if it's like, maybe what it is they're trying to make like perfect eye shapes and mouth. Like the smile, because I saw so many people complaining about, you know, the wonky smiles. So I think they're taking so much time to make it perfect that it's almost like when you see like a video game and, like, you know, it's super realistic. So the people in it look so real. So it's like making you look at it weird because it's realistic, but it shouldn't be. I think that's what they're
Like
doing.
Uncanny Valley.
Yes. I think like the frogs look too perfect now. So it's like you're looking at it and you're like, where's the uniqueness? So you're looking at it weird, like.
Yeah, I've noticed that the eyes are a lot more defined in like that semicircle shape. So before my frog's eyes seem a bit more flat, and that's what I feel like a lot of them looked like in the earlier releases. Whereas now they're definitely more defined, as well as the smiles. That you can see them clearer. So I feel like you're probably right in the sense that they've tried to make these features sharper. It sort of looks a little bit wobbly.
Yeah, it looks weird. Like you said, the smiles. When I got my new green frog, his smile was like a perfect straight line that like kind of curved. Whereas you look at Puddles and like Bogart and all the older frogs, they have like the little wobbles and the line for the smile.
Yeah,
And I love that.
I do too. It's so cute. It's unique. It gives some character. I love it.
It does.
But yeah, they don't seem to do that as much. I mean, unless it's because. Do you think it's because our frogs are older than the newer ones? Do you think it happens with time?
No, I don't think it happens with time. I think, if anything, the reason I think that the new ones look weird, like one of the factors, is because I'm used to looking at the frogs who are like well loved. So seeing the fur so like fluffy looks a little bit strange, but there's still something like uncanny about them.
Perhaps they've started using different materials or something. They might have changed how they do it. Because I remember we said a while ago that the texture of the fur feels a bit different as well, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
So maybe they've changed it in that way.
Maybe it's like slightly different. Just enough to make you
Yeah.
wonder.
Yes. So, throwback to the blueberry cow, and we were talking about the eyelashes. Have you seen the new Aliens that came out?
I have.
I promise I'm tying this in, and you probably know why. So, the magenta Balian, is that how you say it?
I think that's how you say it. I never call them that. I just call them the alien
Yeah,
Build-A-Bears.
same to be fair. So they've done it again. Embroidered eyelashes on the pink alien, and
Yep.
no eyelashes on the green and blue.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, here's the thing. Like, I think the aliens have so much potential. I like the green alien. I like the baby blue alien. Let me tell you, quick side note, if they made that color from the baby blue alien, if they made that into a frog, I would die. Side note over.
That would be so good, especially for winter.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
But I think that the green and the baby blue alien are really cute, but when they did the magenta, I don't know, like something about the purple eyes mixed with the color of the magenta I don't like. And then they did the eyelashes, which is like, bro, it's an alien. Why are you giving it eyelashes?
I feel like we've like got a really negative spin on this on this episode of the podcast. I feel like we started off really negative. It gets better.
It
Um,
gets better,
so
I promise.
so yeah, the fur of the bear alien thing. I think it could have the green and the blue alien are quite light colors, and then the eyes are like a dark blue. I feel like the magenta one, it's quite a dark pink. I feel like they could have made it a brighter pink, and then the darker features would have popped out more.
I agree. I think if they had done like a different shade of magenta, it would have looked nice. But I think they didn't do that because if it was like more purpley, it would look like the purple frog. If it was more pink, it would look like the tie-dye pink or the pink frog.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so I think like they wanted it to be different enough. And I do like the color magenta they used, I just don't like it on the alien.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Like you said, we're not trying to be negative in this episode, but
Yeah.
we're talking about the new releases and we have our opinions on the new releases.
I mean, just a random note. I really like the outfit that the green alien is wearing on the website because he's wearing like denim flares
Oh,
and then the
yeah.
tie dye t shirt. That outfit is like really groovy. I really like it. I think it suits the green alien.
Oh, yeah. I love the outfits they come up with because like some of the outfits they come up with are so creative, and especially when they like pair them with the right color bear, it's perfect. And I love it when they, especially with the promotional pictures, I've noticed they do more outfits on them. I love it when they do that because you can see what looks good and then it like kind of influences the people who want it to buy the outfits too, so then you spend more money.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's a good plan to do that, especially because you get to see it as well. I mean, around my area recently, two of the Build-A-Bears closed down, so I don't really have anywhere to go in the Build-A-Bear store. So clothes, bears, I have to buy online, and it's hard to always tell what goes with what. So to see it really helps.
Yeah. I don't know. I love seeing the outfits they come up with. Like I said, like I could go on and on about this. I think some of the outfits are just so cute. But speaking of outfits, kind of, not really.
Right.
They made an alpaca that comes with like a little wool thing. I don't know what it's
Oh
called.
yeah, the pom pom
Yeah.
headband and leg thingies.
Yeah, the leg thingies.
Yes.
I think the alpaca's okay. Literally, like a week after it was released, I saw somebody already selling one on Macari because it was damaged, which is so sad.
Oh, that is. What sort of damage was it?
It had like scratches on the eyes and it was ripped.
No, you're kidding. Do you know what? I've noticed that some of the Build-A-Bears are more likely to get rips in or holes in, like even like before you buy it. I've noticed that some of them have like loose seams, which I'm not
Oh,
sure what that's all about. But yeah, I noticed it with one of the mini frogs that I bought, and obviously with this as well, and some in store. I guess they must. I don't know. I don't know what that is, to be honest, but I have noticed it.
I think I heard something a few months ago about the lamb being like that. Somebody bought the lamb and it came and like when they took it to the store to stuff it, like chunks of the fur were coming off. That's ridiculous. Like you just bought this bear and then you're going to get it stuffed and chunks of the fur coming off, like that's messed up.
That's awful.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, very random. But I saw somebody on Macari selling their strawberry cow and I almost bought it. But you're never going to guess why I almost bought it.
why did you almost buy it?
In the picture of the cow, it had a name necklace, like a beaded necklace on. In the description, it was like, it like said their name, it was like Miko or something. I don't remember. It started with an M. In the description, it was like, oh yeah, this is the frog, this is the cow, sorry. And it comes with a name necklace looking for a good home. And I almost cried. I was like, this person spent the time and effort and put their emotions into this bear to give it a necklace of its name. And now they're selling it.
That's so sad. I couldn't do that. I get really like emotional with things like that.
Yeah. Like that is so I oh my god, I almost cried. I was like, that poor cow was loved enough to get a
Oh.
necklace and then they're selling it. Like that's so sad.
That is so sad. Oh no. So going back to the alpaca, I really, really like the alpaca on its own, like because I feel I like the clothes, but I just feel like the alpaca by itself is really, really cute. I can understand what you mean by it's not anything crazy. It isn't, to be fair. It's pretty basic. Looking at it, I don't think I would be able to tell it's a Build-A-Bear. I would think it's just like a good quality plush. I think it's really sweet, and I feel like, you know, those mothers that have beige themes in their kids' bedrooms.
Yeah.
You know, like the boring beige mums. I don't know what you'd call them. I feel like this would be a great choice for them because it's beige, it's cream, it's white, it's boring.
It's boring. It's perfect.
I can't be mean. That's so mean. I feel like we've been so mean on this episode.
I know. It's okay.
Man.
It's just we're being honest, and it's our opinions. It's not the truth.
Yeah, true.
So the alpaca is like boring. Like, in my opinion, it's boring. It's cute. I love how basic it is because, like you said, you can put it anywhere. Love that for the alpaca. Recently, they came out with like this enchanted unicorn fairy thing, and I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It's not it.
I don't know about this one.
I don't know. I think my issue with it, all the colors are like very, 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 very pastel to a point where they're almost white. And then there's like giant embroidered eyes, and the eye color is really light as well. It's very washed out. And I feel like it was like Fairy Friends or something is the line that they're going for. They have other other bears in the line, but I feel like this one doesn't stand out, and a little kid probably wouldn't want it because it's so washed out, you know?
Yeah, I think talking about the alpaca, and like I said, I don't really think it looks like a Build-A-Bear, but at least it's got the details which make it look like a good quality bear. But I look at the enchanted unicorn friend thing, and I have to admit, it doesn't look like a Build-A-Bear, but it looks, I feel bad, but it just doesn't look that good. It looks like a prize you would win at a fair. It doesn't look like a Build-A-Bear bear.
Yeah. It looks very, it doesn't look cheap. It just doesn't look like a Build-A-Bear. It just looks very basic.
Well, moving on. I don't know what else to say about it, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just kind of It's
So the next bear in the summer collection is the utterly adorable otter.
Ooh, look at you knowing the names.
I know, well, I do have the website up and all.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on this one? I think it's quite cute. I feel like it's good for like a little kid that was going in there and wanted something like that.
I agree. I think it's very cute for like a kid because it's like pink and purple. It's a cute thing for a kid. I personally don't like it. I don't like a lot of things that they came out with this summer. It's just my own opinion, but the reason I don't like it is because the pink and the purple colors are so similar to a point where like they're almost not different, but they're different enough that it makes my eye twitch. You know?
Right. It's either like they could have done it the exact same colour or they could have done it totally different, but they sort of went in that like it's a bit too close to tell.
Right. They went in the danger zone and they were like they spun a wheel of which colors they should use. And they got pink and purple, but then they were like, but let's make the pink and purple really similar.
Yeah. I really don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. I don't
I know.
I mean, I know the other otter, was it, that they did? The brown one?
Yeah, the 20th anniversary one.
Yeah. I really liked that one, apart from the hands and the feet. I thought I didn't really like how long the hands and the feet were. They were like very large compared to any of the other bears. I'm not sure why. But this one, the feet and the hands are a lot more in proportion. So I feel like if they had done the brown otter with these proportions and not embroidered eyes, then I think I would have really, really liked it. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't really think much of this one. It's good for kids. I think it's good for kids, and it could be fun to dress up as well. But yeah, just not really anything that I would personally get.
Yeah, like I prefer this one over the brown otter. Like you said, if they made this one brown, I would love it. I would have no issue with it. I like the proportions better on this one. I agree with everything you just said because the proportions are a lot better, but the colors are just They would be good for a little kid. A little kid would not care. They'd be like, "Ooh, pink and purple, awesome." To me, it's just like they could have done something better color scheme wise. It's all right though. You know why it's all right?
Why?
Because the Longhorn is now in stores.
Yay! Let's
Yay!
go!
Oh my gosh, I was so confused when I saw their post about it because before Build-A-Bear posted and like revealed that it was in stores, I went to a Build-A-Bear in Virginia and I was looking for the teal frog because I wanted to get a second teal frog, which will reveal why in another episode. I wanted to get the teal frog. My mom wanted to get the lavender frog. And at the time, the teal frog had been out for a while, but it was like the week after the lavender axolotl came out. And we went and they didn't have either of them, but they had a Thanksgiving turkey and they had the longhorn.
Yay! I'm so happy it's in stores. I'm really glad that they made that choice because I love the Longhorn so much. I think it's really, really cute. And the fact that people who don't go on the website can just go into the store and see it in there, I think that's really good because it's such a staple plush.
I agree. And it used to be like it was in stores in Texas only.
Oh,
But
right.
now it's everywhere. So like good for the longhorn.
Yeah, perfect. He's going places.
He is. He is going places. He is having a good old time. And
Yeah,
we
he's
love
moving
that
up
for
in the
him.
world. Yeah, we love that for him. Round of applause.
Yeah. It was unfortunate timing because I had just gotten the longhorn off the site. I really wanted to pick one out, even though they all look the same. I wanted to pick one out, and then like a few weeks later, it was in stores, and I was like kind of upset about it, but it's fine. So, one thing that I'm kind of upset about is the keepsake teddy, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because the keepsake teddy is really cute, and it's got beans in it, and it's posable, and it looks super cute, but it's only in the UK.
I'm so sorry, man.
It's really cute and I would love to get it, but it's I think it's too expensive for me to get it and then ship it to the US. It's too expensive for what it is.
It is a very expensive bear compared to the others on the website, and I really like it. It reminds me of the crumb cake bear. You
Yes.
know, it
Oh my
reminds me a little bit
gosh.
of the crumb cake.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah, I
love
know
the
that's
crumb
like one
cake
of
bear.
one of your favorite ones, and I remember we were looking for it online, and yeah, when I saw the keepsake teddy, I thought, yeah, that does remind me of the crumb cake bear. It is really cute. It's really nice. I think for me personally, I think I prefer the actual outfit it's wearing. You know, the tweed outfit, like the hat and the jacket.
Oh yeah.
I've really, really liked that outfit. I think that I probably consider getting it to get the gift set version where it comes with that. But it is a really cute bear, you know. I think it's really sweet. I don't know why it's UK only. I guess was Build-A-Bear originally in the UK or was it originally in America?
Nope. It's from America, yeah.
So why that's weird why they do it like just as a UK exclusive. But then again, do they have US exclusives?
They do, yeah. They have a few that are like only in the US. Clearly, only the US, I mean, the UK can only have keepsake teddy bears. The US doesn't have things like that. We have American football, and that's
They
all we
only
need,
keep the
apparently.
classiest bears in the UK. Of course. Of course.
Yeah, the UK gets the Build-A-Bear updates before the US, just based on time.
Oh,
So, like,
really?
Yeah, so in the UK, when it's midnight, or like, let's say midnight, when it's midnight at the UK, something's released and then it's posted on Reddit, because then the next morning in the US, I see it because then it's released in the US.
Oh, so is it like at midnight in the UK it's released, and then at midnight in the US it's released, so that's why it's before?
Yes. So since there's that time difference,
Oh.
it's enough time that I can check Reddit and somebody, like 5 people have already posted about it. So then I see stuff, quote unquote, in
Oh.
advance.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's strange because I feel like other places don't do that. They just sort of do it all by American time.
That's why when I saw that the UK had the keepsake teddy, I was like, oh my gosh, cool. Tomorrow the US will get it and then I can get it because it's really cute. And then tomorrow came, nothing. The next day came, nothing. And I was like, oh, maybe they're just like gonna wait a week. I waited a week, nothing. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we're just not getting it then.
No. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's all right because it's cute. And you know what? Build-A-Bear doesn't need to fuel my addiction to Build-A-Bears. So.
They did it so that you wouldn't get another one. They were like, we've got to make sure this is UK only, otherwise Peter's going to get another Build-A-Bear. we need to help him hold back.
This whole summer collection, they were like, Peter cannot get anything.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah. It's going to be so that he
Absolutely
hates every
nothing.
single one. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. They didn't like me.
So, I think that's all of the new ones in the summer collection, right?
Yes. So, the only one that we're missing is one of the ones that we were writing our notes. It was a leak, and now it's no longer a leak because it is out.
Yes, it is.
So, at the time where we were writing notes about this episode, there was a leak of the rainbow axolotl, and it was like 2 pictures, one of the face and then one of the tail. The image was kind of like gray and yuck, and I didn't like it. But then it came out, and on the website, it looks a lot cuter than that. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I remember seeing the leaked photos, and I thought the same. The saturation of the colours was like, it seemed grey, so I was like, oh, it doesn't really look that bright. But on the website, I think the pink of the body looks a lot brighter. I mean, it's not bright; it's pretty pastel.
Yeah.
But it still looks better than the leaked photo, obviously, because the leaked photo wasn't an official photo. Yeah, I really like it. I really, really like that they've done the I don't know what they're called, like the head things.
I think they're called
the wiggly.
gills.
What are they called?
I think they're called like the gills. I think they're gills, maybe.
The gills, the gill things. Yeah, them. They're. I really like that each one is a different colour of the rainbow. I think that's so good that they've done that. I really like that, and I wish that they did a block rainbow for the tail instead of a gradient. That's just a personal preference. I think that would have looked good. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the colours look.
I agree. I think they should have done the block colors for the tail, like you said, instead of the gradient, because gills, whatever they're called,
yeah,
it's like one is red, one is yellow, one is purple. Like it's very nice. So I think if they had done that with the tail, I think it would have looked better.
Yeah.
I like it overall. The only thing, if I could change it, if I could be Build-A-Bear and do whatever I want, I would have, instead of making it pink, I would have either made it white, like as if it's a cloud with rainbows, or to be like out there, crazy idea, I would have made it black. Because I think that would have looked so cool contrast-wise.
Yeah, I think that would have been cool. I think that would have definitely appealed more to the collectors and, the older audience, because I feel like that'd been really cool to have a black one, or maybe even like a black and a white one. That would have been really cool.
I think it could have looked really cool, just in general, because, it would have been like a black base, and then the rainbow would have been such a great contrast to the black. But realistically, if like Build-A-Bear had a second option besides pink, I think they should have gone with white, because it would have looked cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think white would have looked good as well. The body of the axolotl it's like that pale pink colour. Is that the colour that the original pink axolotl is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I can see why they kept it the same pink then, because I guess it's sort of like a rainbow edition of the axolotl, so I can see why. But I do still think the white would have looked better as like a whole new sort of axolotl colour. I feel like that would have looked better overall. But I can also see like why they did it as well, I guess.
Yeah, and here's my thing. I just thought about this. I think the reason why I don't like that it's a pink base is because the tie-dye axolotl, if I'm not mistaken, the body was tie-dye, and then the little head gill things and then the tail were pink. So if you take the rainbow one and you take the tie-dye one and you just switch their parts, you'd have a tie-dye base with rainbow gills and then a regular pink axolotl. So I don't know. It seems like they just took the pink one and just cut it into two different sections and then put it on two different kinds of designs, you know?
Yeah, I can understand that. Maybe maybe that's what they did. Maybe they made the tie-dye ones and then harvested all of the parts and then used the leftovers to make this one. I don't know. Probably not. That sounds unlikely, but, you know, who knows?
Who knows? It could be possible. I don't know. I love the rainbow axolotl. I'm not hating on it. I think it could have been cooler for, like you said, like for collectors, but obviously their target audience is not the collectors, so I see no issue with it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Is this an online exclusive or is this in the store?
So originally I thought it was an online exclusive because when you're in it's like the Build-A-Bear Club or whatever it's called, you get early access to some Build-A-Bears, like the day before. When I saw it the day before it was released, it said on an online exclusive, and then the next day it came out and it said it's in stores. So to answer your question, it's in stores. It's just a little bit confusing.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was an online exclusive as well, but yeah, I guess because I couldn't see the banner thing on the website, so I thought, oh, it is in stores. Oh, do you know if this is a like going to be one of their pride bears? I guess it could be because the rainbow on the gill things are sort of like the pride flag colours.
Yeah, I think it's like one of their secret pride things because when the rainbow frog came out, it was like, this is a pride frog. The axolotl doesn't say that anywhere, but they also came out with like outfits. They came with like the onesie for the axolotl and it kind of looked like it was a pride thing. And then they came out with a matching shirt and shorts, which are like definitely pride.
Yeah, I wonder why they released it now then and didn't save it for June.
My guess is that they're going to do something else for Pride. So they wanted to get this out now. So then you spend your shipping money on this. And then you have to pay more shipping money when the next Pride release comes out.
Smart plan.
That's what they do. They did the same thing because the tie-dye pink frog came out. And then a few weeks later, the big pink frog came out. And then a few weeks later, the mini pink frog came out. They do that on purpose.
Yeah, that's true. They do seem to stagnate it a bit, don't they?
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but, they do it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Speaking of rainbows, there has been a leak, along with the axolotl one, that hasn't come out yet, is the mini rainbow frog.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm so hyped.
Which is interesting coming from you.
I know!
Because you're the one in the first episode who said that you didn't like the rainbow frog.
I know. Okay, hear me out. Hey, so the mini rainbow frog is out now.
Yeah, so we recorded this episode a few weeks in advance, and by the time that this episode is out, the mini rainbow frog has already come out. It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what are your thoughts now that it's actually come out? Because we've been able to see loads of different people's rainbow frogs and how the colours look.
I really, really love the little mini rainbow frog because every single variation, it's the same thing with like the regular rainbow frog, but every single variation I've seen of it, they're all so unique and different, but still adorable.
Yeah, each one has their own sort of little personality because I've seen some that have primarily red faces or yellow faces or green faces, and it varies from every single little one. And I was a bit gutted because it's online only and we can't really pick out the colours and things.
Yeah, and I was so certain that they were going to have it in stores because last year they had the Hoppy Swirls frog, which was online exclusive. And this year, they brought back the Hoppy Swirls frog. It was still online exclusive, but the mini one was in stores. So I was so positive that would be the same thing with the rainbow frog. and then the mini one would be insourced. It didn't.
No, and it makes sense because like they did it before, so why would they not do it the same? I have to say, seeing all of the different people's frogs that they got, the mini ones, the color combinations are so cute. I've seen some really really cute ones, and I think it goes back to what I was saying in the episode about how I feel like the fur pattern looks a lot better on the mini frogs, I think.
Yeah. I see, I like both, but what I love about the mini frogs in general is the fur length is like the same as the regular frogs, but it looks longer and fluffier because it's on a smaller body.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love that about that. And I feel like the rainbow frog, it's the mini version of it really does justice to the pattern because it's so much fluffier. So I think that's why it looks nicer.
Yeah, it definitely does. Especially like we were talking about someone's mini rainbow frog that we saw, and we were saying how its face looked really sort of chubby and cute because it was just so, I don't know, it's just the proportions were adorable.
Yeah, and that's just in general why I love the frogs, but especially with like the mini frogs. And even when it's online exclusive, it is such a gamble of what you're going to get. And when I see all these people who have their mini rainbow frogs and they all have different faces, but they're all still so cute and they have like their own little personality, it makes me love them even more.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get one. But on that note, let's get back to the episode.
I saw the pictures of the leak and I was surprised because I'd heard some people talking about it and I thought, oh, I don't really like the main rainbow frog that much. But seeing the rainbow pattern on the smaller frog, I feel like it looks so much better on the smaller frog. I guess because I've seen people on Instagram that have the regular sized rainbow frogs and I don't hate it. I'm just not really a big fan of it, I guess. The rainbow stripes, when placed in certain areas, can look strange. I guess because it's a random pattern. So every single frog is different with the rainbow pattern. Whereas the little frogs, because they're so small, it doesn't look like, I mean, on the regular ones, sometimes it looked like they had lipstick because the rainbows so happened to go right across their mouth and it looked like they had like bright red lipstick or bright purple lipstick, like it just didn't it just wasn't my thing. The small ones, I feel like the pattern just suits it a lot more, so I'm actually really excited, and I think it'd be so fun to knit little jumpers for the rainbow ones, like just plain ones. I think it would look so good.
I was just about to say, if I think the mini rainbow is confirmed at this point because it's like the picture looked too good for it to be fake. But I was going to ask, if you get one, what kind of jumper, like sweater, are you going to make for it? Because I really need to know.
Yes, I'm thinking either a mustard sweater, so just like a sort of plain darkish yellow one or like a yellow one, or a black one, because, like we were saying with the axolotl, having black and rainbow would be really cool. It'd make the colour pop. So yeah, that's probably my top two options, is either a mustard one or a black one, maybe a white one. But yeah, I'm excited to get a little rainbow frog and customise it with my outfits. And hopefully they release some more small fry clothing. Some dungarees would be amazing. Could you imagine if they made small fry dungarees?
Oh my gosh, I know.
That would be so cool.
That's one thing. Build-A-Bear, they actually have small fry dungarees, overalls. I literally copy your words. Oh my gosh. No, but they have overalls for the small fries, but they're like really old, so people are selling them on Macari for like $30.
That's the thing.
Yeah, after like 5 minutes after it's posted, somebody's already bought it, and I'm like, but I want some overalls.
Oh, everyone wants them. I would love for Build-A-Bear to do some more small fry clothes, especially because they keep coming out with more small fries, more different positions. I feel like if they came out with more clothes for the different positions, because back in the day they used to all sort of be just the standing upright bears, all of the clothes were compatible, but now it's a lot of them are different, so I'd love to see more range there. That would be really cool.
And just a little backtrack, I think one sweater that you could make that would look really cute on the rainbow frog, you could do like either a black or a white sweater, but then you like embroider like a little mini rainbow and cloud on it.
Oh my gosh, I am deceased. That would be so good.
like hear me out. You do like a white sweater, you put a little gray cloud, you put some like a rainbow coming into it, and you do like little raindrops coming from the cloud. Wouldn't that be adorable?
That would be so cute. That's a good idea, dude. I think I'm gonna do that. I have a little rainbow patch, and I've been saving it to put on my ukulele case, but I think I'm gonna take it and just put it on a jumper.
That would be so cute. Now I want to make that, but I don't have any white or rainbow yarn.
Oh no.
Dang it.
Yarn prices though.
Yarn prices. Oh my gosh. I need to get more yarn so I can make
Oh.
more clothes for my frogs.
You can never have too much yarn.
You can never have too much yarn. It's just a fact. Because my rainbow frog Pluto would look so cute with a little white sweater with a little rainbow on it. That would be so cute.
That would be so cute.
As of recording this, the Cubscription Spring Summer Box, whatever it's called, came to my house. And each Cubscription box comes with a stuffed animal. And this one was a dinosaur. Now, I'm saying dinosaur very not real. I don't know how to phrase that. It looks like a frog with teeth.
Yes, I know what you mean. I didn't even know this existed, and obviously it came out today. But when I had a look, I thought it was an alligator until I saw the title, and then you said it was a dinosaur, and I thought, oh, okay, it's a dinosaur. I honestly thought it was an alligator or like a crocodile, like something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a dinosaur at all. But I will say, with the Cubscription boxes, the past few that they've done aren't the best. So for a little backstory, the Cubscription boxes started off with each one, you got a stuffed animal, and then some sort of item that you could match with the stuffed animal. One box, it was matching shirts. Another, it was matching jackets. There was one, it was matching scarves, and so on and so on. But the more recent ones, they haven't been doing matching items, like, at all. They'll still have, like, a piece of clothing for the bear, but you don't get to match with it, which I think is, like, upsetting, because that's one of their things on the website. It's, like, a piece of clothing to match with your stuffed animal, and it's like, oh, that's so cool. But now they're not doing that, and that's kind of frustrating to me. But with this one, the items are a little bit better. This box, there was, like, 3 patches, like, really big patches that you can, like, put on your bag, put on your jacket, and so on.
Yeah.
Which, I think those were pretty cool.
Yeah, I really liked those when I had a look.
Yeah, the patches are really cool. They're my favorite thing from the box. But they had, like, a little fanny pack for your bear. I think the box is okay. I don't like the stuffed animal that it came with, just because it looks a little silly. But that's okay.
I think it's cute. I really like the face shape. I really didn't think it was a dinosaur. I'm not sure really. The toes and the claws are made out of that gradient material.
Yes.
I think it's the same with the axolotl, where I'm not a huge fan of that thin detailing that they do. I prefer it when they do, if they did claws made out of material that was 3D. I don't know how to say. So, like, if they were actually little claws coming out, I think that would have looked better. It would have obviously taken probably more time to do something like that. But I've never really been the hugest fan of the feet being done that way.
That's understandable. They have a koala that has, like, a similar thing, and I think it's really cute. But I can see how, like, some people wouldn't like it. It's definitely a choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel. Yeah,
it's a choice.
It is cute. It reminds me a little bit of the Jellycat plushes.
Yes.
Where they're a little bit floppy looking.
Oh, I love floppy stuffed animals. They're just so cute.
Jellycats are so cute. It kind of reminds me of that, I guess, because the fur looks quite soft, which I love it when they do dinosaurs or snakes or things like that, or the frogs, and they use fur, because I feel like that's so cute. You can hold it and it's like got the texture of a bear, but it's sort of a reptile or an amphibian, or something that you wouldn't expect to be fluffy like that.
Yeah, and I love when they like, if they made a snake and it was fluffy, because they have a year of this snake from years ago, but it's not fluffy. And if it was fluffy, I would love it.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Speaking of the fur on the dinosaur, when we opened the bag that the dinosaur was in, chunks of fur came out.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the entire box kind of smelled like factory, not factory, but like, like the sterile smell, like plastic.
Yeah.
It smelled like that.
No. Oh no, poor guy. He
Yeah.
was trapped in there. Oh.
I know. He was trapped in a bag, in a box that smelled like that.
Oh,
The poor
that is
thing.
torture. Poor little guy.
Yeah. My opinion on the Cubscription boxes kind of varies. Because like I said, some of them are really, really good. Like there's one of the first ones they did was a little bear and he came with a hoodie and he's all cute. And he is literally the crumb cake bear, but small.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah. I really like the hoodie that he's wearing.
Yes, and like that in comparison to this dinosaur is like, what? The bear is so nice. The quality is so good. And then you look at like the dinosaur they just came out with, and it's not the best quality, and like the fabric they use for the fanny pack is not that good, and it's just,
Mm,
it's upsetting.
yeah, it's a shame. How much do the Cubscription boxes cost?
Let me actually look that up. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's $30 per box.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah, but if you just want to get one singular box, it's 35.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I guess they want people to subscribe to it, don't they, to get
Yep.
that little discount. I think looking back at the past subscription boxes, I think, like you said, the first one with the bear that looks like the crumb cake bear, the spring frog one where it's got the spring frog that's in between the buddy size, the small fry size, and the regular one,
Mhm.
and the subscription axolotl. I think those are really, really good. I think for people that are getting the subscription boxes, whether it be a parent getting it for their child or if it's a collector getting it for themselves, the frog, the axolotl, the crumb cake bear style one, even the little dog one as well, and the cat one, I think those are really good because first of all, the Cubscription bears are sort of a unique size. You can't really buy clothes for them from the store, you know. So I think if it's going to be its own box, it's got to be something that can be good on its own. But with the dinosaur one, it doesn't come with any clothes. I guess it doesn't really relate to anything that they've already got in the store. I can see people who collect the spring frogs, they'd want to get the spring frog subscription, or if people like the axolotl, they'll want to get the subscription for that one. But I don't see people looking at the dinosaur one and thinking, oh, yes, I've got to get that, because I don't really see it relating to anything that much.
I agree. Like, I don't know. I had been saying for months when I found out about the Cubscription boxes, I was like, dude, they need to make a dinosaur because I like dinosaurs. We have like a whole set of shelves with the Build-A-Bear dinosaurs, and I love the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And I was like, they should make a Cubscription one. And so many people told me, they were like, their dinosaurs now aren't that good, so like it won't be like the dinosaurs you want it to be. And I was like, no, 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 they'll do really good. Like they will make it really good. And then I saw the artwork for the dinosaur, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like rainbow accents. Like that's gonna be so cute. And then like 5 minutes later, I saw the actual stuffed animal on the website, and I was like, oh, well then.
Oh, it's a shame. I wish they'd have done it a bit more scary looking. It's cute. It's really,
Scary
really cute. I
looking.
really think it's cute. But it's, yeah, I just think they could have made it look a bit more fierce, you know?
Yeah.
I really like the rainbow accents. I think they could have done something really good with that. Yeah, I genuinely didn't know it was a dinosaur when I saw it. It looks like a frog. It looks like a
It
frog or like a
does.
lizard or a crocodile or something. I really didn't think dinosaur.
Right. Like it doesn't look like a dinosaur. It literally looks like they took the frog and they made the eyes go farther back and then they gave it teeth. And they're like, "Yep, that's a dinosaur."
Poor guy.
The poor guy, man.
We're just ripping on him, man.
I
Poor little
know.
dino.
Poor little guy. He'll be all right. He'll be okay. It's fine. He can go hang out with the merfrog.
Yeah, they're a match made in heaven.